Dear students, welcome to online class. Today in this class, I am going to take 6th standard CBSE Social Science. In that, Geography Unit number 1, the Earth in the Solar System. Dear students, do you know what is solar system? Let us discuss deeply in this topic. How wonderful it is to watch the sky after sunset. One would first notice one or two bright dots shining in the sky. Soon you would see the number increasing. You cannot count them anymore. The whole sky is filled with tiny shining objects. Some are bright, others dim. It seems as if the sky is studded with diamonds. They all appear to be twinkling. But if you look at them carefully, you will notice that some of them do not twinkle as others do. They simply glow without any flicker, just as the moon shines. Dear students, what we can see on the sky after the sunset? What we can see? Yes, we can see the dots. What are the dots? How it looks? See this. These are the dots we can see after the sunset on the sky. We cannot count this. Can you count? No, we can't count these dots. Some dots are small, some dots are big, some shining, some do not shine. And some stars are twinkling, but some stars are glowing only like a moon. Is it? Those dots are looking like a diamond on the sky. It is so beautiful. Is it? Yes. Along with these bright objects, you may also see the moon on most of the days. It may, however, appear at different times, in different shapes and at different positions. You can see the full moon only once in about a month's time. It is full moon night or Purnima. A fortnight later, you cannot see it at all. It is a new moon, night or Amavasya. On this day, you can watch the night sky best provided it is a clear night. Dear students, along with those shining dots, we can see the moon on the sky. How it looks? Is it similar in all over the month? No, it looks different. Let us see how it looks. This is the moon. It's changing its shapes. If we can see the full moon that day, we can tell a full moon day or Purnima. If we cannot see the moon on the sky that day, we are called new moon night or Amavasya. See this, how the moon changing its shape like Amavasya and Purnima or full moon or new moon. This is the picture of beautiful video of the full moon. Is it nice? Yes, it's looking very beautiful. This is the moon changing its shapes from Purnima to Amavasya or full moon to new moon. Yes. Do you wonder? Why can't we see the moon and all those bright tiny objects during the daytime? It is because the very bright light of the sun does not allow us to see all these bright objects of the night sky. Yes, we wonder that. We can see those objects only in the night time. Why we can't in the daytime? See this. This is the sun. It having brightness. Because of this brightness, we can't see the stars or moon or shining objects during the daytime. The bright light of the sun does not allow us to look at the shining objects. The sun, the moon and all those objects shining in the sky are called celestial bodies. What is celestial bodies? Celestial bodies means the sun, the moon and those objects shining in the night sky. Some celestial bodies are very big and hot. They are made up of gases. They have their own heat and light which they emit in large amounts. These celestial bodies are called stars. The sun is a star. What is stars? What are stars? Star is a celestial body. It is very big and hot. It is made up of hot gases and it having their own heat and light and emit it in large amounts. Those are stars. Sun is also a star. Countless twinkling stars in the sky are similar to the sun, but we do not feel their heat or light and they look so tiny because they are very, very far from us. Why we can't see the stars as a sun? All stars are similar to the sun, but we can't feel the heat and light of those stars. Why? Because the stars are very, very, very far from us. You must have noticed that all objects look smaller than see from a distance. How small an aeroplane looks when it is flying at the great height. Yes, we feel that. What? If we see any objects from the far distance, it seems like a tiny objects, like an aeroplane flying on the sky. If we say the landed aeroplane, it will be very big. While it was flying, it looks like a tiny object. That's why the stars are also looking a small object for us because it is so too far away from us. While watching the night sky, you may notice various patterns formed by different groups of stars. These are called constellations. What do you mean by constellations? Constellations means the various pattern formed by the different group of stars. Ursa Major or Big Bear is one such a constellation. For example, it is Big Bear is one of the constellation. One of the most easily recognizable constellation is the Saptarshi. What do you mean by Saptarshi? Sapta means 7, Rishi means sages. It is a group of 7 stars. We can see in the figure 1.1. We can count those stars also. Group of stars are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stars are there. Those the group of this star we calling that Saptarshi. That forms a part of Ursa Major constellation. Ask someone elder in your family or neighborhood to show you more stars, planets and constellations in the sky. You ask your neighbor or your family, dear students, they will tell you more about those planets and stars in the night sky. In ancient time, people used to determine directions during the night with the help of the stars. The North Star indicates the north direction. It is also called the pole star. So, it always remains in the same position in the sky. We can locate the position of pole star with the help of the Saptarshi. Look at figure 1.1. You will notice that if an imaginary line is drawn joining the pointer stars and extended further, it will point to the pole star. Dear students, look at this picture figure 1.1. We can see the pole star or the north star. In the ancient time, the people using this north star to tell the direction because the north star always remaining in same position. So we can tell the direction. How? Because of the north star. It is also called pole star. Some celestial bodies do not have their own heat and light. They are lit by the light of the stars. Such bodies are called planets. In the solar system, some bodies do not have their own heat and light like the stars. They lit only by the light of the stars. Such bodies are called planets. The word planet comes from the Greek word planetai, which means wanderers. The word planet is come from the Greek word. The word is planetai. It means wanderers. The earth on which we live is a planet. Our earth is also one of the planet. It gets all its heat and light from the sun. Yes, sure, we know about this. We are getting heat and light from the sun only, which is our nearest star. The nearest star of the earth is the sun. If we look at the earth from the great distance, say the moon, it will appear to be shining just as the moon. If we look our earth from the far distance, we will say the earth is like a moon because of the it appears and shining just as the moon, because the earth do not have any heat and light. The moon that we see in the sky is a satellite. It is a companion of our earth and moves around it. Yes, we know the moon. It is the only satellite of our earth. It moves around our earth. Like our earth, there are 7 other planets that get heat and light from the sun. Some of them have their moons too. Like our earth planet, we have another other 7 planets on the solar system. They also having their own satellites like our moon. Next, come to the solar system. What is solar system? The sun, 8 planets, satellites and some other celestial bodies known as asteroids and meteoroids form the solar system. We often call it a solar family with the sun as its head. So what is solar system? The sun, the moon, the planets and so much celestial bodies and asteroids and meteorites, the 4 together we call it solar system. Who is the head of the solar system? The sun is the head of the solar system. We can see this is the solar system, including all planets and satellites and the stars, asteroids, meteoroids and the sun. Sun is the head of this solar system. This is the solar system. Yes, next, the sun. The sun is in the center of the solar system. It is huge and made up of extremely hot gases. The sun is in the solar center in the solar system and it made up of hot gases. It provides the pulling force and binds the solar system. What it will pull all the celestial bodies with it. The sun is the ultimate source of heat and light for the solar system. Yes, sun only the ultimate source for all the planets and satellites. But the tremendous heat is not felt so much by us because despite being our nearest star, it is far away from us. The sun is about 150 million kilometers away from us, Earth. So the sun is along about 150 million kilometers away from our Earth. Next, come to planets. There are 8 planets in our solar system. How many planets are there? 8 planets. In order of their distance from the sun, we can say that Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. These are the 8 planets. All the 8 planets of the solar system move around the sun in fixed path. These paths are elongated. They are called orbits. What is orbit? Orbit means the path, the elongated path of the 8 planets. It is a fixed path moving around the sun. The elongated fixed path of 8 planets while moving around the sun is called orbits. Mercury is the nearest to the sun. Which is the nearest planet to the sun? It is Mercury. It takes only about 88 days to complete one round along its orbit. Venus is considered as Earth's twin because its size and shape are very much similar to that of the Earth. The Earth and the Venus are the similar planets in shape and size. So those planets, Venus and the Earth, we are calling the twin planets. Till recently, Pluto was also considered a planet. However, it is in a meeting of the International Astronomical Union, a decision was taken that Pluto, like other celestial objects discovered in recent past, may be called a dwarf planet. So what happened to Pluto in the ancient time? we were considering that Pluto also one of the planet, but now the scientists proved that it is not like a planet, it is a dwarf planet like that. So we will see about the see this is the 8 planets moving around the sun. The planets are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. Those planets moving around the sun. The Mercury is the nearest planet to the sun, and the Venus is the twin planet of the Earth, because the Earth and the Venus are similar in size and shape. Okay, then we can see the lines around this. Can you see? Is it visible? The blue, green, yellow, orange, red, like that. This is our orbit. What are those lines? Orbit means the elongated fixed path that the 8 planets moving around the sun. The 8 planets moving in that fixed path only, because it is, we call it orbit. Then Pluto was also considered a planet before, but not now. Now it considering as a dwarf planet. The Earth. The Earth is the 3rd nearest planet to the sun in the size. It is the 5th largest planet. It is slightly flattened at the poles. That is why its shape is described as a geoid. Geoid means an Earth-like shape. Conditions favorable to support life are probably found only on the Earth. The Earth is neither too hot nor too cold. It has water and air, which are very essential for our survival. The air has life-supporting gases like oxygen. Because of these reasons, the Earth is a unique planet in the solar system. From the outer space, the Earth appears blue because its 2/3 surface is covered by water. It is therefore called a blue planet. See, this is the Earth. The shape of the Earth is geoid shape because the poles in the North Pole and South Pole, it is flattened. So we are calling it as a geoid shape. And the Earth is only the unique planet in the solar system. Why? Why we are telling like that Earth is a unique planet in the solar system? Why? Because the Earth only having the favorable conditions for life exist. The air, water, like that favorable conditions, because we are telling it as a unique planet in the solar system. And we also call it the Earth as a blue planet. Why we calling blue planet? Because 2/3 of the Earth is covered by only the water. Because of this color, we are telling Earth is a blue planet. Come to the next point, it is moon. Our Earth has only one satellite, that is the moon. The Earth's only satellite is moon. Its diameter is only 1/4 that of the Earth. It appears so big because it is nearer our planet than other celestial bodies. Why we can see the moon as a big? Because it is so nearer than other celestial bodies. It is about 3,84,400 km away from us. Now you can compare the distance of the Earth from the Sun and that from the Moon. Yes, what is the distance of Earth and the Sun? Is about 150 million kilometer. The distance of the Earth to Moon is 3,84,400 kilometer. The moon moves around the Earth in about 27 days. It takes exactly the same time to complete the one spin. As a result, only one side of the moon is visible to us on the Earth. Why we can see only one side of the moon? Why? Because the moon moves around the Earth, it takes 27 days and it takes exactly the same time to complete one spin. It is also spinning or moving around its own axis. So we can't see another part of the sun. We can see only one place, one side of the moon. The moon does not have conditions favorable for life. It has mountains, plains and depressions on its surface. So we can't live on the moon. Why? Because it does not have any favorable conditions like earth. It has only the mountains, plains and depressions on its surface. These cast shadows on the moon surface. Look at the full moon and observe these shadows. We can see the shadows of the mountains and the plains in the in the moon, while only in the full moon day. Then come to the next point, it is asteroids. What is asteroids? Apart from the stars, planets and satellites, there are numerous tiny bodies which also move around the sun. These bodies are called asteroids. The numerous tiny bodies also move around the sun like stars, planets and satellites. Those we call it asteroids. They are found between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. Scientists are of the view that asteroids are parts of a planet which exploded many years back. Let us see what is asteroid. These are asteroids. The tiny object it moving around the sun. It is between the Jupiter and Mars orbit. Those are the tiny object of asteroids. Then meteoroids. The small pieces of rocks which move around the sun are called meteoroids. Meteoroids means a small piece of rocks. It moves around the sun. Sometimes these meteoroids come near to the earth and tend to drop upon it. During this process, due to friction with the air, they get heated up and burn. It causes the flash of light. Sometimes a meteor without being completely burnt falls on the earth and creates a hollow. These are the meteoroids, small pieces of rocks moving around the sun. Sometimes it came near to us, means our earth. Because of our atmosphere, it will get heated and will burnt. Sometimes it won't burn and will dash and will throw upon the earth and it makes hollows. These are the asteroids. Do you see the whitish broad band like the white glowing path across the sky on the clear starry night? It is a cluster of millions of stars. This band is the Milky Way galaxy. See the picture 1.6. It is the Milky Way galaxy. Whitish color it filled on the sky. Our solar system is a part of this galaxy. In ancient India, it was imagined to be a river of light flowing in the sky. Thus, it was named Akasha Ganga. In the ancient period, the people thought it is the river of light. So, they named that Akasha Ganga. A galaxy is a huge system of billions of stars and clouds of dust and gases. There are millions of such galaxies that made the universe. What do you mean by galaxy? Galaxy is the huge system of billions of stars, clouds and dust and gases. And such billions of galaxies will make the universe. It is difficult to imagine how big the universe is. Scientists are still trying to find out more and more about it, about the universe. We are not certain about its size, but we know that all of us, you and I, belong to this universe. See this diagram. We can find where we have in the solar system. We are in the earth. The earth is in the solar system. The solar system is in the Milky Way galaxy, and Milky Way galaxy is in the universe. Now we can find and we realize how big the universe is. Is it? This is the lesson about your solar system. Dear students, I hope you all got this lesson. Again, let me explain you once. These are the small objects we can see on the sky after the sunset. those dots are shining, some do not shine, and some stars dots are twinkling, and some do not twinkle, and we cannot count these objects, and it's look like a diamond on the sky. It is so beautiful to see. And along these shining objects we can see the moon. This is the moon. It changing its shape within a month, and the full moon, if we can see that day, we are calling it as a full moon night or Purnima. And if we can't see the moon on the sky that day, we are calling it as the Amavasya or New Moon day. See how the moon changing its own path, own shape. And this is the video of the full moon day. It is so looking so beautiful, and this is the moon changing its own space and own face. The shape of the moon, it is changing from Amavasya to Purnima, or the full moon to new moon. This is the sun, brightening sun. Why we can't see those shining objects, the stars or moon, during the daytime? Why? Because the brightness, heavy brightness of the sun rays, it could not allow us to see those shining objects as the night time. Because of the brightness of the sun, we can't see any shining objects on the sky during the daytime. This is the solar system. The sun, the moon, the planets and meteoroids and asteroids, all those celestial bodies together we call it solar system. The sun is in the head of this solar system. We know the sun is about 150 million kilometer away from our earth, and we are getting heat and light from this sun. And the planets, how many planets are there? There are 8 planets we have in our solar system. Those are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Pluto. Those were the planets, they moving around the sun. Mercury is the nearest planet to the sun, and the Venus and the Earth we are telling are the twin planets, because in the shape and size the both same, so that's why we are telling twin planets, the Venus and the Earth. And also the lines we can see here, colorful lines, those are the orbits. What do you mean by orbits? Orbits means the elongated fixed path which the 8 planets moving around the sun. Those we call it as the orbits. And Pluto was considered also a planet before, but now it considered as a dwarf planets. These are the about the 8 planets. So this is the Earth. We call it Earth shape is geoid. Why? Because the poles of the Earth, North Pole and South Pole, is slightly flattened. That's why we are telling it is in geoid shape. And it is also called a unique planet in the solar system. Why? Because the life exists only on the Earth in the solar system. We have water, air and favorable conditions only on the Earth. That's why we are telling that the unique planet. And the Earth is also called a blue planet. Why we are calling it as the blue planet? Because the 2/3 of the Earth is covered by only the water. The color of it is blue, and we are telling it is a blue planet. These are the asteroids, tiny objects moving around the sun. It is in between the Mars and Jupiter orbit. These are the asteroids. These are the meteoroids. What do you mean by meteoroids? Meteoroids means tiny objects like rocks. It also moving around the sun. And sometimes it will come near to the Earth. Because of Earth's atmosphere, it will get heated and will burn. Otherwise, it will fall on the Earth. It will make a hole on the Earth. Then what we can, the galaxy. What is the galaxy? The group of stars, cloud, dust, and we call it the galaxy. What you mean by galaxy? What you mean by universe? Such galaxies, millions of galaxies will make the universe. We are in the earth. The earth is in the what? Solar system, and the solar system in the galaxy, and galaxy is in the our universe. These are the lesson about your first unit, the solar system. The sun, 8 planets, satellites and some other celestial bodies like asteroids and meteoroids called solar system. The sun is in the center of the solar system. It made up of hot gases. The sun is about 150 million kilometers away from the earth. There are 8 planets in our solar system: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. The elongated path of the 8 planets moving around the sun is called orbits. Mercury is the nearest planet to the sun. Venus is called Earth's twin. The Earth is the third nearest planet to the Sun. The shape of the Earth is geoid. The 2/3 surface of the Earth is covered by water. So Earth is called blue planet. Moon is only satellite of the Earth. It is about 3,84,400 km away from the Earth. The numerous tiny bodies which move around the Sun are called asteroids. They are found between the Mars and Jupiter. The small pieces of rocks which move around the sun are called meteoroids. A huge system of billions of stars, clouds and dust and gases is called galaxy. Our solar system is in the part of Milky Way galaxy. Millions of galaxies make universe. Dear students, I hope you all got this lesson. So answer the following question. First one, what is meant by solar system? Name the planets according to their distance from the sun. What is universe? The Earth's twin planet is Dash, which is the third nearest planet to the sun. I hope you all got this. Thank you.